are live. People should flood in here soon. But we are here with two first place champions from the card market tournament and then the core TCG tournament. Both
TAC.
online. Well, TAC, not core. Well, who cares? Both online tournaments. Same prizing, different names. Don't laugh at me. I think both you guys played 7 rounds, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So my record
I played 7.
14-0. Let's go ahead and dive into it. Just gonna go through both deck profiles because they both talked about it. They kind of ran very similar lists. I think maybe just a couple card differences, nothing too crazy. But we'll talk about those when we come to them. So let's go ahead and get into it.
All right, so we got both.
Yeah.
Our goalies. So it's 3, 3, 4, 3 SRs, 3 blockers, 4 ravagers. All right, and after that, you got your 7. You got your red ones. The red ones are mostly just for the slower matchups. You actually don't almost ever evolve into it unless you know you're safe to do it, or it's for blue matchups where you need the burn, or against like Hatchiak. That burn just matters infinitely. Other than that, it's just 30k with combo power. You got your 2 Brainwash No Mores. Everybody plays around this damn card anyways if you hold up a mana, so you only need 2.
I have 3. I have 3 of this.
Oh, you have 3? You mad?
Yeah, I didn't have the 4th Demigro. That was the reason.
Okay, that's why.
Valid reason.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
$6 card, $50 card. I'll take the straight.
True. Then we got the Gogeta stuff. We got 4 Vegetas and the 4 of this busted Goku. Just something easy mills for our Gogetas, and then for like our blue matchups or anytime like he's absurd, you got your Demigros, just a useful 30k. Sad face that Mert doesn't have 4 because that's what helps against that blue baby. But that's actually it for the 30ks. I don't know, Mert, you still at 27 30ks?
I had 27.
Yeah, it's like by a 54 card deck, like 50% of it's fine. Most of the time you'll hit 2s. If you hit 3, that's great, but usually you just hit like 2. You're really just trying to find the Broly's, the chunk away, and remove that whole 0k thing, you know, to kind of like alleviate the nerf on the leader.
Yeah, so how'd that feel going? Because obviously everyone knows this is post errata, so obviously the leader is only once per turn to sacrifice a 30k from hand or board. I know from playing Dae Han, I felt like there was 0 difference, but how'd it feel going across like a million different matchups?
I didn't feel anything, so it was like I didn't get any hit by my leader because the only 0Ks are this.
Mm-hmm.
So the only difference is when you have all the cards on field, you don't combo it from the field. So I do it all the time like this. I combo with a dead card. Like if I have this card in my hand, I combo it from my hand away to keep them on the board.
I'm exactly the same boat with Murray. Like this nerf didn't hurt. And this new build of it, and like we were already on the Gogeta build, which gave us more 30k 5ks. But like this just proved like this is what we were supposed to do anyways. But that's it for all the 30ks.
Also, an obvious situation going on. There's no more Toa Broly Ball inside this build.
Yeah, now that's cheeks.
Nope.
Toa Broly Ball cheeks now. You have to
Too
play a
much
bunch of extra. Oh yeah, too many zeros. Now, after that, we got your basic, just 4 super combos. Right,
Yes.
Vegeta's the best one, and if you just board into the Goku, it's more Vegeta targets. Or if you want to play the 1-drop Goku in the main, that's up to you. You'll see later on, you got 4 flex spots. They can be whatever you want them to be. Everybody's choice is kind of different. Now we got the meat. The meat. Mert, tell me how much you love this Gogeta.
You guys even have the same
much.
split of arts.
No way.
I hate it. Hold on.
I like the cut a lot. In my opinion, it's one of the cuts that should be banned, or just for Gogeta Zeno. I think it's in Dark Brawl 2 broken. I'm not tested in the Regex, but in Dark Brawl it's really broken. Without this
Y'all
card,
even copied 1 winner, 3 normal.
yeah. That's
We're kind of making a video right now.
that's the why.
Oh, my bad.
Get
That's
out of
the
here.
way.
No aggro players allowed, you King Vegeta player. Get out of here.
Okay, bye.
Oh, I didn't mean to hurt his feelings. I thought it was just be like a rhetorical, like back and forth. I love you, Tom.
Anyways, yeah, the Gogeta just refills your graveyard. One of the most important things why we keep extending further with this build, not playing Broly Ball. How we keep shoving out more Broly's. But it's board removal, efficient pressure, refills graveyard. It does 3 things the deck needs. That's really it, right? I don't think there's any more to explain on that. It's just broken. How do you still feel about this one? I still think this guy's really good and worth it. The Gogeta Fearless Fusion Mert.
I like it. Sometimes when I play against some red decks and they use the Violent Race, I can attack with him. And
That's true.
yeah, and it kills barrier cards. I think in this meta there are not so many barrier cards like in the past last format with King Piccolo and Mecha Freezer. But sometimes when I don't see the Gogeta for a reason, so I just play him to fill my grave. So it's a good card.
Right. Same thing. Honestly, I love the blocking and against King Vegeta so much. You just warp their standing guy and then just like block leader. And he's just disrespectful 16, so they have to combo one into him.
Exactly.
Alright, now we're going to the little more nitty-gritty. 2 Super Kamehamehas. Just gotta stop the floodgates. Mostly blue has all the floodgates we need to get rid of. Some Topos. Oceana's coming up. And we gotta get rid of them Boopos, bro. We won't want none of those. That it's just pretty self-explanatory, or maybe some niche situations.
Against King Vegeta is good as well. When they use the switching gears, I think when they want to play the switching gears, you put this card in, and they don't play it.
And they can't activate it again, right?
Yes, they actually. That's what I was about to say. They can.
Yeah.
They can actually fail to find and not bottom deck the mini and just activate it again. So that's the people can do that with switching gears, but also just hitting the other attackers to not them get bombed.
True.
Yeah. My personal thing is I don't care about switching gears or the 3-drop. It's all the crit guys and everything after. But yeah, who cares about King Vegeta? Dark Broly only.
Yeah. We got 4 gravy boys. This in combination with the Gogetas just lets us refill our graveyard to keep, just turboing out Dark Brolys. We got 4 gravies in the deck. Now before, I said we didn't need this. Now, you need it. Times change. Got to be progressive out here in these streets.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For example, you have for around about 10 cards who refill your grave. And the thing is, with gravy, you can. It allows you to play more 30 case, and you can aggro in one turn, give him 10 strings, 8 strings at least.
I don't know if I'm just the only fiend here. I actually cast this for sometimes slower matchups just start swinging with them. I've had one gravy put back 6 cards for me.
Yeah, I played as well against the yellow deck. He played the Unison, so I attacked with him.
Hell yeah! I'm gonna refill my grave and attack.
Yeah.
Since we don't have any shuffle effects, you kind of want 6 super combos, so you do want the Supreme Kai at times. And if you board into Power Burst, it just makes it better. But I've won games on not just having super combos, and but I had her, so it made up the big difference I needed. Or against early turns against King Vegeta, you just combo out of the crit swing. When they leave it at 19, you're like, ha, 20, nerd.
And even if you push for a game, it feels a bit like the brokenness from Regex in the past. Sometimes I swing for 110k just with some cards.
Right. Here's one of our big deviations. I cut down to only 1 Supreme Kai Time Labyrinth, and I think you had 3 Mert.
Yeah, I'm at 3.
I mean, the card's still broken. There is almost no wrong number of this card to play. I think you should always at least play 1, 2, 3's fine. Card just messes up people's turns.
Yeah, that was the reason why I play 3. I think at least you should play 2, but I just maxed out the card, so for 3 it's okay.
Right. Card, if you don't know what the card does, look it up, read it. You'll see how it messes up people's turns. Now the other thing, I had a hard decision on cutting Belmont down to 2 instead of 3. I felt it in some games, but if you can play and find room for 3 or change your build, I would definitely recommend playing 3 just so you can slam this guy repetitively.
This card in combination with the Gogeta is some of the brokenest thing that I've ever seen. So you play him, swing with him, have these cards on field maybe, then kill it, play Belmont, play Gogeta again, play a Dark Royce again, swing, kill it again maybe. If you see another Gogeta, you play another Gogeta, or get it back with your Overrealm one.
This,
play
this
it
card's
again.
just dumb ignorant. And on top of being
Yeah.
board removal for us or a blocker if we don't like get the kill.
Yeah, dumb card.
Champa, one of kind of self-explanatory. Mostly, this is almost like the most dead card on my deck half the time. Funny enough, I just need it for blue and like hatch, just to, like when I need that one combat to get through. But other than that, I just run people over with 30Ks.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you feel about it. Like if you want it to or not.
No.
No, just one. Yeah.
Yes. You have so many double strikers, like you have 4 Gogetas, and yeah, one is enough.
Honestly, yeah. So instead of Heron's Lineage, we went to Kai of time. I went to Kai for unison removal mainly, and everybody already thinks we always play Lineage. So if you hold with the 1 mana, they don't ever play into Lineage. But I needed this for unison removal, and I go up to 3 mana now because I would play a different card, and I don't want to be tapped out as much. So in the past, I stopped charging on 2 just so I could start drawing 2 cards a turn. But now I stopped charging on turn 3. I know, big shock.
Yeah, that's the way I played as well. I asked Dae Han how he was playing the list, and he told me he don't charge after turn 2, so that was with the lineage secret. But then I asked him, I think, of this secret, and we just said both. That's a really good card against the whole decks. So like blue decks, you struggle a lot against this blue unison, so you can remove it instantly. That's a really good card, and even against some random King Piccolos, so you remove the whole field.
Now the other card to help us against aggro and also just big stupid combo power, the old oldie from like the original Dark Broly set, Darkness Blastinger. I love this card.
If you want to explain that one, 'cause I'm sure a lot of people actually don't know what that card does.
Oh, really? Okay. So activation, it's plus 10k, kind of like does an Ire, I think. But then the rest of the effect is you just send 2 30ks back into to your warp, and you get a bean for the turn, right? So, and like usually you just have like these 2 sitting after you play Gogeta. So like Gogeta alone fills the cost for Darkness Blast Stinger to get you your whole effect. So you go 15k combo for 1 mana, and now you're beamed. And the rest of the deck is combo, as you've seen through. So you're just comboing out everything, filling up your graveyard, and you just don't die.
Yeah.
This used to be PTP, but found out really easy to play around PTP, and you just like go neg so much for no value. Whereas this is just bang, there we are, bean.
Yeah. My opinion, I played Protect Other People as well before, but the thing was, I play a deck like I bait my opponent to go all in into me. So I want that they attack me a lot. So I have a huge advantage with my drop area and with my hand. And this card is better because in Protect Other People, people stop their turn and don't attack, and they can kill you the next turn. And with this, I think they try it a bit to finish you, and it's a really good card. Yeah, it's good against King Vegeta, and it helped me a lot against King Piccolo. I want to play the second copy of it as well, but I didn't find my second one, so I just play one.
Yeah, against King Vegeta, boy, that beat just ends the turn, then you just ruin their board, and then it's like rebuild again. Now, this is where we play something different. I kind of got to this to you last minute, you didn't have the card, but I play Oceanus Negate. I don't remember what your last one was.
June.
Oh.
I was scared about Baby or some blue decks because, like, imagine in some online events, people have everything in his hand. So the best hand, the god hand. So I just want to have it in one of my matches. Even when I play against Baby, they can easily bring you to turn 6 and then turn 7 and play the fucking Android 17.
Yeah, you just,
yeah.
Nothing like having your opponent tap 7 to lose the game. Feels pretty good.
Right. So I personally love Oceanus Negate. If they don't have a way to like bounce it or stop it from resolving, this is literally baby hatch like almost like 80% of the time. I've had one person try to take the challenge, Oceanus challenge, and it's like, all right, I'm calming out of all your attacks, and by the way, you got like, I don't know, 10 cards left in deck. So the next one I slam is literally baby hatch. So I can be as aggressive as I want, baby hatch you. My turn again, and it's a black card to help fill up your graveyard, and it discards just your 0Ks that you had like rotting in hand.
Yeah, so also they have to mill forward to even attack. It's also a blocker, and then you immediately follow up with the 6-drop Goku to grab it back.
So you can actually loop baby hatch in this deck once it gets down to that deck size, because the Goku will just pick it up between the cost of 3 and 7. So it's just funny. Like I have done that against KV. He tried to take the challenge. He milled fucking almost like 20 cards, got nowhere. I ruined his board, and I was just like, leave a 2 mana every turn. All right, I'll overwhelm Goku, pick up Oceanus, negate. My turn. All right, swing, combo off, overwhelm Goku, pick it back up.
It's really terrible for the opponent. The thing is with normally it's really difficult to play killer Dark Broly because of his huge hand, and when you don't charge after turn 3 and you get 2+2 every turn, and you don't play something from your hand, you play everything for drops for free, and you playing the Oceanus, and you force the opponent to mill for every time, so it's really strong. They even hate us more.
Right. I'm gonna explain like the basic combo kill of our deck, of like our version of this. So for the combo kill in a nutshell, you're just gonna almost just only these 5. If your opponent's insane, they probably have the blocker one on board, but it's not as much. Like that one takes a lot more resources, more situational.
Couple gravies,
But
like Gogeta, like all that stuff.
right, but like usually we'll have like these 2 on board. They've swung, so we're gonna start a turn. We're gonna do some math, attacks, right? And so we're gonna go attack 1. Attack 2, summon Gogeta, attack 3. Belmont, blow these all off. Attack 4, revive these 2, 5, 6. Leader 7, overwhelm, pick up Gogeta. Got 8, 9. All for 2 mana, and that was it. 2 mana and 3 cards out of my hand. You got these 9 attacks where we warped 3 cards, 1 from hand, blew up a guy. As like, that's it. Like that's your essential like bread and butter, like our essentially combo kill from us just refilling our graveyard so much.
Alright, so I got some
Obviously,
questions for you guys here in chat.
Ooh, we do got questions.
I got someone, DH Zaibatsu, I don't know if I said that right. It says, I get memed on for saying Belmont is broken and saying it needs to be banned. Mert/Day, do you, in agreement, think Belmont should be gone from the game since all the top decks just abuse it, not just Dark Broly?
Yeah.
Well, me as well.
You heard it
in my opinion, in my opinion, it's him and him. It's both of these guys. Yeah.
Belmont, in my opinion, ruins the unique condition. It's just not a keyword anymore. Unique does not.
Well, you're just saying that because I slammed like 3 of these Gogetas on you in 1 turn.
Excuse me. Yes, but it doesn't change my argument. It's that, and then also Tau. Like that's the main combos between both decks. It's being able to double Gogeta and then being able to double Tau. So
right.
Like,
anytime there's like he just abuses the free playing.
Yeah. And then of course it's removal as well. And then I have someone. Is the red black Broly still worth it to keep in the deck?
Yeah. You need it for the slow matchups.
Yeah, you might have tuned a bit late. He said it's mainly for blue and like now Hatch, because Hatch is coming back because of King Vegeta primarily. People are like, oh, a bunch of 15k attackers. How about one 15k attacker? So
and the thing is with the red one, you mean I think this one, it's still a 5k combo card that you can combo, and you need 30ks in your deck, and I think that there's so many other cards that are 30ks that you can use efficiently in the deck. So it's one of the best cards you can use.
Another question was, how many cards in your deck? I think it's like, what, 53, 54?
54 on the normal. That way, because we have 27, 30Ks, 50% of your deck is hits.
Fair enough. Also, I have a question for your matchups, so I guess we'll start with Mert first, if you remember them all.
Yeah, I had Yellow Skillers, the Aegis one. Then I had Soul Striker, King Vegeta, King Piccolo, Sin, Hachiak, Cooler Bill, and King Vegeta, I think.
Okay.
That was all my matchups.
What about you, Dae Han?
Round 1, Ramp Vegeta. Round 2, Mirror. Round 3, Black Mask Saiyan Reboot. Round 4 was Red Broly, surprisingly. Round 5.
Weird matchup.
Yeah, right. Like, if he doesn't kill you, just kill everything on him. Round. Oh shit, I don't even remember what round 5 was. Yeah, I don't remember that one.
Something.
Round 6 was against Hatch, and then round 7 was Ramp Vegeta again.
Yeah, funny enough, Ramp Vegeta being the only double-up matchup.
Oh, my bad. Round 5 was King Vegeta.
Okay. Which is technically, I think you guys say, one of your easier matchups.
Yeah, you just survive the attack. Like,
Yeah.
once you just survive the onslaught, you just start warping their hand, and you warp away their board. It's hard for them to make the same board and pressure the second time. And if you live through that, they cannot rebuild it, because since we just remove it indirectly while punching their face.
Yeah. Essentially just like, basically C2 like a super combo and a Darkness Blast Stinger, and you're kind of in there.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's just this. Just this alone, man.
It's good.
And then, like, I can just start looping Oceanuses against them, and, like, they'll run out. They'll stop after some point. Like, you have too many 15Ks that don't matter for me to combo out of, that you cannot take this challenge.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's really about it. We've gone through the deck, all the stuff. Someone's question, I guess you haven't seen Dark Broly in a while. Yeah, Dark Broly's more of a turn 3 FTK, but it doesn't have to be. It's also just like the best value deck in the entire game.
I mean, the way I play it, just, like,
Yeah.
grind out my opponent's resources.
Yeah, me as well. I can go aggro. Sometimes I play against aggro Sun control, and I aggroed him to 1 life, I think, on turn 3.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It just
and he
depends
can't
on, like,
keep
your
the
hands,
cards.
really. Right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Like,
Some-
round
I
1
have
against
some
my Ramp
matchups.
Vegeta opponent, we went to 6 mana. And then the final one, I put into 1 life on turn 3, just because, like, that's how my hand was.
Yes, sometimes the thing is where you have no reshuffle. Sometimes you mill all your good cards, bottom deck all your good cards, and you just need to wait to get some good cards again. And yeah, you just go some grindy games, but I have a
Mhm.
lot of more games than when I kill the opponent really quickly.
Sometimes you just gotta win with a 30K ham sandwich. I don't know.
Sometimes I combo cards for no reason from my hand. So for example,
Just
when
to
I
summon
saw,
them?
yeah.
Yeah, I feel that. I've done that before. It's like this 30 was hitting anyways, but I'm putting a gravy on it just so I can summon another one.
Yep.
The thing is with Dark Broly that some of my matchup players, my opponents ask me how I get so many cards in my deck. Even if you have some, for example, let's say you have 4 life, and let's say you have just 3 cards in his hand. So you swing with you draw for a turn, don't charge. Let's say you have 3 energy, you don't charge, you get the card from your from the start of your turn. Swing with leader, awaken, then get 3 cards back, and you have another one. So you go from 3 cards to, let's say, you have 8.
And all this
Yep.
while also
So-
summoning Ravager to rip your opponent's hand.
Yeah,
Ooh,
it's so
kill their
dumb.
board.
In one turn you get 5+.
Yeah,
It's
like
so
people
dumb.
are probably thinking how Dae Han beat his Hachiek, but in ideology he was just played a Ravager every turn and didn't attack the Hachiek.
Yeah, it was just swing Demigra. Well, it's because he had a King Vegeta in rest
Yeah.
mode, so I just
Yeah.
swung my Demigra every turn into King Vegeta. And the Ravager, ideally, it wasn't about the hand ripping as much, where I kept ripping every Goku out of his graveyard to where he couldn't make Big Gogeta.
Yeah, the new 8-drop, because that's obviously the new Hachiek build, basically is just slam that on 4 because you can't die and he's a blocker. But
Yep. This
Dae
was
Han-
actually the MVP too, the Unbridled
Yeah.
Destruction.
Yeah,
I managed to get him down to 2, and I had the Champa.
easy.
That's it. Like, this is the importance of the Red Bullies for the slow matchups with the Champa, because this guarantees they go to 2.
So the last 2 things said in chat were Dae Han, I want a child from you, and then how
Hey, what?
does Dae Han deal with fanboys?
I hate what the fuck.
So elaborate, please, Dae Han.
I'm gonna go exit my own house. I don't know.
Alright guys, that's gonna be it for the Dark Broly. We'll keep the stream going, but I'm just gonna end the recording for the video. So that's gonna be it on this video. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe, all that stuff.